Hello and welcome to the discussion for today. Our topic is loot boxes. Now, what is this strange looking box you see? Well, this is a loot box for those who've never seen it before. What makes these little guys so special is the things that one can find inside of them, as well as their implications to the world. Inside one of these, we can see there's some small trinkets, skins, or character modifications that appear for a video game. This loot, as it's aptly named, is randomized. These cosmetics can be applied to your characters in-game to make them look different, but not play different. Yet there's a huge controversy around them as a whole. Now, how big of a controversy can these little things cause, you may be wondering? Well, let's go ahead and start talking about how one obtains loot boxes in video games. For this example, we'll be using the game Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment, which you're seeing in the background. There are two ways to get loot boxes in the world of Overwatch, and each one of these little boxes hold 4 items inside of them, randomized from the total pool of what's available in the game for each character. You can earn them by leveling up, through active playtime in the game, by doing challenges in the game every week, or being rewarded for good behavior and sportsmanship for free. But there's another way to gain these tiny boxes, and that's buying them with your hard-earned cash. And this right here is the opening for the loot box debacle. Does this mean that since they will be paid for, they're gambling? Well, in essence, yes. But why is that so bad? For a couple of reasons, actually. The first is the same reason why most states in the United States don't allow people under 18 to gamble. It's the law. Children, being the foremost problem, are able to buy these things with their parents' money or their own for about $1 per box in the game of Overwatch. This game, however, isn't the only one of its kind to use loot boxes in such a manner. There are many others, with one of the most controversial being a game called Star Wars Battlefront 2, more on that game later. Many kids across the world had access to buy these items and spent hours trying to get the things they want, without any guarantee that it would come about. And this violates some laws across the world, the most controversial one happening to be in the country of Belgium. Koen Geens, Minister of Justice in the country of Belgium, was an instrumental part of the country's active ban on all games which hold loot boxes, as it violated their gambling laws. What makes this so momentous is that this is the first of a country in the world to fully ban the subject matter loot boxes in their entirety. Looking in the Wikipedia link for loot boxes, one can see that his work has led to a movement across the European Union, as well as making waves on the shores of the United States. But this isn't the only reason why it's a problem. Many gamers are upset with how some games hold themselves up in this regard as well. Now we'll call back to that game Star Wars Battlefront 2 and their biggest problem. Many of the items in that game are not simply cosmetic, and there are some that are almost required in the game's mechanics in order to be successful in the game. While one can choose to outright buy these items, often using real-world currency, one can also try their luck in gambling with the loot boxes. This move has made many gamers angry that completely based on random numbers and luck, one player can be much further ahead than another, or anybody with enough money to throw at the game is able to beat those who can't afford to spend the extra money. And this is all on top of buying the $60 game to begin with. So there we have it. These tiny boxes cause a bit of a ruckus in the world today, having so much stuff to do with them and the problems they face as a result. But what does it mean for us in America? Only time will tell if some legislation is put up against these or not. While it isn't as hot a topic as, say, Trump's most recent tweets, it still is an underlying issue that one needs to keep in mind. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.